Hey family, Dad here. Hope you're having a great day. On this video, I just wanted to talk about the who, what, where I invest my money in as a dad. So I received a few messages just asking how and where I invest my money. So here's the breakdown. So essentially I have three buckets, and bucket one is my employee sponsored retirement. Through some employers, typically they offer retirement plans such as a 401k. I'll contribute to the employer match. That's what I've always done with my previous companies. I've had companies match anywhere from 2 to 6%. In fact, I've had one company where I put in 6%, the company would put in 9%. If you work for a company and they offer a retirement plan and offer contributions, then at least contribute to the match. It's free money, and I've always done it up to the match. Also, earlier in my working career, I used to do pre-tax 401k contributions. Now I focus more on after-tax Roth 401k contributions, which is essentially they take money out of your paycheck after taxes and all that. And then the next bucket, bucket two, I contribute to an HSA or health savings account. Typically, companies contribute a little bit on this. Some companies do, some companies don't. I've been fortunate. All of my companies I've been with, they've contributed a little bit. I'll usually contribute at least $1,000 a year. Sometimes I've done $5,000. Sometimes I've done $8,000. Now, I know HSAs or health savings accounts have a huge tax benefit. I've heard at times the term triple tax benefits with the HSA. So I would do your due diligence on that. But for me, it's a no-brainer. I do contribute to an HSA. Now, with an HSA, you have to be part of a high deductible health plan, I think it is, versus the other one. I forget what the other health plan coverages are. But typically, at least from my experience, my companies, whenever I sign up for their health insurance, they have two types of plans. And in order to contribute to an HSA, you have to be part of a high deductible health plan. And then within the HSA bucket that I contribute to, I'll invest in like a diverse portfolio. So I'll invest in a small cap, mid cap, large cap investments. If they have Vanguard funds, I'll allocate pretty much all my money into Vanguard funds within the HSA. Vanguard because I'm a fan. They've been around forever and I trust them. And usually Vanguard has low expense ratios, meaning they don't charge as much per year for you using their funds. Now, if my HSA account, doesn't offer any kind of Vanguard funds to invest in, then I'll look at small, mid, large cap funds, and within all those funds, I'll look at the expense ratios and the historical overall returns on all those funds. And then bucket three is my brokerage account. So I have a Vanguard account. Any jobs that I leave, I'll roll over any of my former employers' 401k accounts. I'll just transfer them, roll them over to Vanguard. It's fairly easy to open up a brokerage account as well through Vanguard. And then with my brokerage account, when I first opened it a few years ago, I would purchase ETFs such as, VTI, VOO, VFIAX, and VT. All of them have low expense ratios, and I buy them and I just keep them long term. But recently, I decided to just purchase VTSAX. It's a mutual fund. I think it's similar to VTI. It has very low expense ratios. And again, I just purchase a little bit of it and I just hold it long term for decades. And if I have any money left over after contributing to these three buckets, then I'll contribute to my Roth IRA. I have a couple of Roth IRAs that were, previous Roth 401ks from old companies. I rolled them over to my Roth 401k, to my Vanguard account, into Roth IRAs. So the max contribution, I believe, for this year for a Roth IRA is $7,000. I've contributed about $1,500 for the year. Anything more, anything extra, like I said, I'll just contribute more into my Roth IRA. So like I've said, I purchase these ETFs or these mutual funds, and I keep them long term. I don't sell them when the stock market is down. Again, I focus on long-term growth. It's not like gambling. When you go to the casino or bet on a game, you're trying to get a quick return. Not with investments. Your investments is for the long term. Buy and hold for decades. It's not sexy. buying and holding long term. You got to be disciplined enough to consistently save, invest, and let it sit and grow for a long time. I do have a very small amount in single stocks, such as Kroger, Nike, American Express. But again, it's not very significant. I want to say it's less than like 1% of my overall portfolio. Watching Dave Ramsey and the Money Guy show for years now, they do advise on having different buckets of retirement accounts. Be diverse. Example would be like a 401k, pre and after tax retirement accounts, HSA, and a brokerage account. But also have a solid emergency fund, pay off credit card debt, car debt, in order to kind of grow your assets, your brokerage account, your retirement account, and all that good stuff. I'm not a finance expert. I'm not certified. I'm not selling any products for financial gain. Vanguard's not compensating me for any of this. I like Vanguard. I'm not a professional. I'm just a dad. So if you feel like, your finances are out of control, don't have debt paid off, you have uncontrollable spending, you need to change your mindset, from spending to saving. Watching Dave Ramsey show, I believe they do a great job teaching people who are new to learning more about personal finance, discipline, just changing your mindset. So let me know your thoughts. What do you invest in? Do you invest long term? What do you hold for the long term, and how much you contribute? Comment, like, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. So that's all I got. Stay safe, stay positive, and be happy. Love you, Dad.